Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. How are we doing? How are we doing? Look what the cat dragged in, chat. I am back for one race only. Well, at this stage, it's one race only. But we are here for Tier 1 at Wallaby. We're here for the Brazilian Grand Prix after a 2-week break. And, yeah, looking forward to it, chat. Looking forward to it. It's been a while since I commentated a Tier 1 race, as you all might have known. But we're back looking through the field. There's a couple of names that are brand new to me. But looking forward to it. We're waiting on a couple more people to join. Well, there's one of them. We believe there's meant to be 16, 17 drivers we're missing, and Aston and someone else. So it's a smallest group, but points are on the table for everybody here this evening if they don't DNF, unless we get those extra drivers in. Championship, I have no idea what the championship is, so I'm just going to read them out. Currently it is Miauzi in first on 192 points. Jono in P2, who is the Aston that's missing, on 182, so a 10-point gap separating those two. Fat Cat in P3 on 163. Left 4 Dead P4 on 161. 31 points behind Miauzi Gamer. He seems to be struggling a little bit according to these standings. Alex in P5 on 140 and Oxchillo P6 on 100 points. Wingaroo P7, Broster P8, Potato P9, JF7 P10 on 63 points. What does that mean for the constructors? Well, Alpine are first on 360, McLaren are second on 264, so a 96-point gap between Alpine and McLaren leading the charge. Aston in P3 on 202, Williams are fourth on 150, Ferrari are fifth on 142, Haas P6, Sauber P7, Racing Bulls P8, Red Bull P9, and Mercedes in P10 there. 13 points behind Red Bull. I think they could potentially outscore them, maybe. But yeah, that is the championship standings after the first 7 rounds here. We're back after a 2-week break due to the real life Australian Grand Prix and just a random break chat. But yeah, Brazil tonight. Brazil, one of my favourites to commentate on, as you all know, in the past. So yeah, looking forward to it. Fat Cat currently is leading the charge on a 106.8. Oxchillo is now P2 on 107.1. Mr. Thunder is P3 107.2. Andre, I'm not even going to pronounce his I assume last name, so I'll just call him Andre. Hopefully he's okay with that. In P4 with a 107.6. Jazz 10 in P5 107.9, and Pop Top Bongo, what a gamer tag, in P7 17.5, but obviously he can do better than that. As Semi goes up into P4 with a 107.3. I cannot remember what T4 did for pole. It was a few weeks ago, so apologies there, Chad, but I'm thinking it's pretty close. I'm not sure what pole was for Tier 2 or Tier 3. If someone could let me know what their pole time was, so that will be handy. ZK is about to finish his first run here towards the line, close up to the fence as you can humanly get. P6, 107.4, about a 10th off Semi in P5. Reedy here in P11, about to finish off his first run here. I'm assuming everybody's on softs. Yes, they are. As Campbell goes to the top with a 106.7, and dear Reedy, P5, a 107.1, 4/10 off his teammate here. I'm not sure what's happening in the Tier 1 races with Reedy losing a bit of pace here. T4 was a 0.8. Okay, so the T1's like 2 seconds ahead. It's fair enough. Ryan Adair, I apologise if I butcher your name wrong. Let me know in the Discord or chat or wherever if I pronounced your name wrong. I do apologise, but I think I never commentated on this person before, so looking forward to see how it goes. And Mozza out there as well, Bronster out there, and Pop Top Bongo. Not the greatest game tag of all time. No, that's reserved for someone else. But it's certainly a top fiver. He's back out on track. He must have just did something. His time was soft, yes it was. So he's got to burn another set of softs, which is unfortunate. The clowns will come in. There is a hut out. That is Monza, but Ryan Adair has invalidated. Let's run on board with Monza here. Monza here. What's going on, Cooper? What is happening at Cooper? Right on board with Monza at this present stage here. He was a late in. We're still waiting on a couple more drivers, but I doubt they will be coming in now. With just under 11 minutes to go, it's not looking too flash. Pop Top for Ryan and Monza on their laps, but Ryan, as we saw, had been validated, so he'll need to go again. It is a short lap, so fuel should not be an issue for Ryan Adair. But Monza here looking okay. It's not the greatest of first laps. He was playing a different game before jumping on here, so the lack of practice might be showing. But on the run towards the line here, can he get into the sevens? That's probably his aim for this first run. Anywhere in the sevens, it's an 8-1. Pop Top's made a mistake. Broadstar here. Ryan, he's invalidated again. He must have had a distant next lap invalidation. So Ryan not looking to crash on here. But Broadstar F1, excuse me, humming towards the line in that RB. It is P9 at 7.5. As he goes off track here, and I believe that's one of the Alpines. Oh dear. McJamie going on a run here. He got a slipstream from Fat Cat towards the line here. So Ryan is coming, he's in the pits. Pop Top back into the pits. Cooper is out on track. He's out on track. Let's have a look at the gaps to leader, and well, no Pop Top's time for now. Obviously he can improve on that, but 1.4 seconds separating the top 13, and the top 10 is separated by 8.5 tenths here, so not too shabby do here, but look, 3D is just under 4 tenths behind his teammate. He's got to find a lot of time here. I do know that Reedy is very good in terms of race pace here, so probably one to watch out for in the race here. Might see him do a lot of overtakes in the race here, as Andre is I think he finished the lap, so he's done. Let's have a look at ZK. Ooh, 2.5 hands up here. Near enough. Oh, big slide at the final braking zone here. Run to the line here. It's going to cost him some time here. As close up to the fence. Oh, he did, but it's P7. Half a second separating him and Campbell. I think ZK could be chuffed with that. I think he could be chuffed. Oxchillo to the line. He improves, but stays in P4. Some of the top 3, like 82 milliseconds separating the top 3. It's very close at the top of Pop Top and Ryan out on track. Cooper about to finish off his second run here. He's got a lot of batteries, so the battery usage here is not. He could have used a lot more, but P12 for Cooper. let's have a look at. Jazz must have finished off his run here. Sammy is coming to pit. Same with ZK. Reedy improves to P5. Ox is there. Campbell, he might be coming back into the pits. He's going to get a tow from an RB here. I know it's full of Willies. And it is Oxchillo here. So Campbell might be getting a slipstream there. He got out of the way, but he might be coming into the pits anyway. Yes, he is. But remember the line, chat. The line to the pits. I was a victim of the speeding pit lane here at Brazil when T4 did their race. And I even said in my practice race to my boss at the time, I said I could not slow down in time to not get a speeding penalty, and I did it my best, but obviously my best wasn't enough. As Pop Top Bongo goes up into P13, 1.2 behind Campbell, so a respectable lap time. As Ryan Adair goes up into P12, he said every driver has now set a lap time, 1.4 separating the entire grid, so it is pretty close. I mean, the top 3 are close. I mean, the top 4 is pretty close as well. Top 10, 8.5 tenths is the gap. Jazz 10, P11, just over a second. Same with Ryan. Cooper and Pop Top very close to each other, and Mozart is obviously on his run here. With just over 5 minutes to go here, we would expect everybody to come out. What are we thinking? It's about a 70-second lap. So you want to come out maybe a minute 40, minute 30 at the latest to get your final run in. Okay. He must have made a mistake somewhere. He's got enough fuel to do a run here. Maybe it was better off just coming to the pits, refuel, go minimum fuel, and just put on the fresh set of softs and then go for your life here. Let's have a look at his first sector. He's matched his first sector. Broad start in the RB here. He might be coming into the pits as well. Fat Cat might be coming into the pits. No. Fat Cat is not. He goes to the top, does Fat Cat Batman. A 106.725. Very nice. For the Alpine man here. Yeah, Broadster is in. Jazz 10 so he's realistically the first driver to come on out here to do the final run here, but I think he might have come in a bit too early here. And Mods is going to finish off the lap time here across the line. P13, it's in the 7s, but 1.2 off still. And a couple of 10s of Jazz 10, who is the first car to do their final run here. Surely he's got enough fuel to do at least 2 runs here. At least 2 runs here. He's actually coming back into the pits. He must be watching the stream or listening to the stream and be like, oh, he's going out too early. But Campbell's now out there. Same with Mr. Thunder. Campbell is there. There's a Ferrari going slow. There is Andre. He must be letting Reedy go through here. I mean, are they going out to do 2 runs here? That's the only thing I could think of here. Chat. And I mean, it is a short track, and the fuel, even on minimal fuel, you can do 2 runs, but you got to do a very, very slow second outlap to do that, to make sure you have enough fuel to do that final push run here. Maybe you might need to go to like 4 kilos or something, or 6 kilos maybe. But Reedy, no, Campbell is the first driver to sell that time. He's the 10th up in the first sector. Let's have a look at Reedy. Very, very nice on the curves there. Opens up DRS, heading towards turn number 4, I believe it is. And he's down in the first sector. Let's have a look at Campbell Adams here in this middle sector. He is 34 milliseconds behind Fat Cat Batman, who is out on track. McJemmy is now just coming out here. A minute 30 to go. He's nearly 2 tenths. He's found pretty much another 10th in the first 2 sectors. Has Campbell Adams. He's looking on par for a pole position. He might not have enough time to go around again. It is P1 currently. Reedy, he's a 10th and a half up. Is Reedy. Reedy here, he's going to find another 210, and he's going to get a massive slipstream to the line here. He's just gaining up towards the fence. P4 though. P4. I thought he'll surely, and the Jamie, Reedy and Ox have all set the exact same lap time. Oh, fans of the F1 world, 3 drivers, oh no, sorry, 2 drivers have set the exact same lap time. Okay, yeah, I read the 2 as a 5. I'm sorry, but Oxchillo is still pretty close to Jamie and Reedy. And we did see him up in the first sector as Oxchillo. The other things every which way, I don't know how long to go is. I would assume not very long. He's always lost some time in that middle sector. Has the Oxman here. Excuse me. But the Oxman barreling towards. There it is. The qualifying is now finished. These are the final laps. Oxygen P3. Fat Cat's made a mistake. His quality is done. His quality is done. What about Jamie? He's down in the first sector. What about the middle sector? He might get a slipstream from his teammate, Fat Cat. Fat Cat's probably waiting for him to give him that slipstream. He's got to find just over a 10th to the line. He do it. Was a very good exit. Getting the slipstream from his teammate. Opens up the RS. It's got little to no battery across the line. It's P2. It is P2 for McJamie George. Monza coming across the line now. It is P11. What about Popped Up Bongo? P11. P11 for the Ferrari man. And what a quality session. What a race to come back to, chat. But there it is. It's McLaren, Alpine, Williams front 2 rows, then McLaren, Haas, Red Bull, Williams the next 2, with an RB and a Ferrari in P10. But Popped Up Bongo P11, very nice with Monza, Cooper, Jazz 10, and Ryan gets the coveted Drunk Driver Award. So congratulations to him. We'll get the screenshots just in case if there is a restart of some description for the lobby host, which is Reedy. Excuse me. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race time here. It's going to be a fantastic race, I think. Brazil usually throws up some corkers in previous seasons here in Wallaby, and across all leagues really. Brazil a favourite amongst, I'd say about 90% of the F1 community. So much history, so many championship deciding moments. See, this could be a championship deciding moment, even though there's still, I think, like 6-7 rounds to go after this one, including a mystery round, which is coming up very, very soon. So anything could happen there. But we're here at Brazil. We are here at Brazil. Looking forward to the actual race here. 36 laps of action-packed racing. We hope Brazil can be hit and miss with safety cars. So it's got to be a pretty big crash for one to come out here as we get ready for 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go. That was a very quick lights out here as Campbell Adams has a very, very shocking start. And it's an Alpine 1-2. There are some cars ghosting as JD and Oxygen are going side by side here on the axis of the 7 races here. As Reedy is getting boxed in here. Oh, as Sammy and Reedy are still going side by side here. Pop Top's getting a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. That must have been like at the start of the race here. But Campbell Adams, he's back up into P2. He's back up into P2. Let's have a look at the tyres. It's all mediums. It's all mediums. So, not really worth keeping the tyre graphic on, as we all know it's all mediums. We've got Fat Cat leading Campbell, Jamie in P3 here. And Miazzi is going to pull a hefty margin in the championship standings already. I mean, he's 10 points clear. He's currently P3, but with Jono missing in P2, his other nearest rival is actually his teammate, and he's winning. So, I mean, the gap is, what's that? 29 points. So, don't count out Fat Cat, as Campbell has overtaken Fat Cat for that P1 marker there. There we go. So everyone's still within the DRS range here. DRS is now enabled, as we all know, with the new rules. Last year it was after 1 lap. DRS is open. But the Oxman's still in P5, Semi in P7. For the Willys boys with a McLaren field sandwich of Reedy there in P6. So everything's just calmed down a little bit, but Fat Cat sends it at turn 1 and gets the job done. Wow. Fat Cat ain't playing around, but the run to turn 4 here. Oh my word, there's big contact. There is big contact here as Campbell goes out wide, and Campbell's he's lost another position to Mr. Thunder. Ever opportunistic, but Campbell down the inside of turn 5 and 6, 7, and Campbell stays in that P3 area. But Jamie sends it at turn 4. There was some contact between Campbell and Fat Cat as Oxchillo makes the move onto Mr. Thunder here. Reedy's getting the front row seat here, but Mr. Thunder back up into P4. And I think there was some more contact between Campbell and Jamie for P2, P3 as Fat Cat's trying to break away here, which is probably the smart thing for him to break away from the DRS. But Campbell is not going to make the move into turn 4. Turn 1, sorry. It might be a turn 4 move for Campbell, but he's maybe just got to save some battery. And Jeremy is actually underfueled the car. Yeah, okay, Campbell's not going to make any moves here. There is a Mercedes. Oh, some contact between Ronstone and Ryan. That might have been Ryan's fault, but racing incident. No harm, no foul there. Everyone going in the straight line still. Ryan just got to stay calm. There's Ryan in P10. Cooper is right there. He's got his teamwork behind him. He doesn't have to panic. I don't think Cooper will send it. As Campbell has made the move onto Jamie here. Jamie's got the inside line for the photo book his name, but no. And Campbell gets him back in a really unorthodox method there. Nice move. Very, very nice move from Campbell Adams there. Now the run towards turn 4 here. Another huge overtaking method here, but no, it's too far back. Too far back. There are some cars going out wide. Maybe they're trying to break the slipstream here. And maybe not get caught up into that battle there. Monza's hounding Cooper here, so I wonder if Cooper's trying to get Ryan to hurry on up here. Maybe try and make a move on the RB of Broadsdale as quickly as he can here, but with everybody still within a second of each other, it's very hard to do so. Broadster's very close to ZK. ZK doing very well in PA, but Broadster in the RB. I think he's the lone RB. Yes, he is. Carrying that team at this point in time. Oh dear, Ryan's had a moment. Ryan has had a moment. He's got no damage. He must have just went too deep at turn 1 there. And now he's got to get back into that DRS. So now Cooper has got it all to do now to try and stay. Oh, he's gone for a spin too. The Mercedes. This is not 2026 Mercedes. Both Mercedes have both made a huge mistake. Oh dear, well we caught that on stream. That's going on all the socials, on TikTok, everywhere. And oh dear, Cooper Trooper _81 has spun out on his own. He's done a it was a Hadja, wasn't it, that spun on his own at China. As Monza is now a second behind and he does not have DRS. So that's to break away the train. Right then and there, the top 9, Broadstar will have P9 covered unless there is some huge battling happening up ahead here. I'm surprised Cooper did not pit. His tyres must be screaming right now after that slide. You look, 1.7, nearly 2 seconds behind Broadstar. So popped up Bongo with that 10-second penalty. He's kind of start thinking of doing some, making a move onto Monza here. Maybe on the pit straight here and just try and gap him as quickly as he can. He's got to serve that 10 seconds in that pit stop as well. As Oxygen and Mr. Thunder going side by side once again. There's some little bit of contact, but nothing happening there. And it's not coming up Millhouse for the Oxman just yet, but the battle rages on. Reed is just going to stay patient. He's won championships without, you know, being too aggressive here. So Reedy maybe try and make the Oxman make a mistake somewhere. And we got to remember I think it was like season 8, season 7, the battles those two have for the championship for race wins. Pop Top Bongo's made a mistake himself, and that's let Jazz10 up into P11. And look, Broadstar 2.3 seconds. Oh, Jazz10 absolutely down the inside if you don't mind. In that Red Bull, we've got 2 different Red Bulls on track. I just clocked it, chat. Oh yes, someone has unlocked the Red Bull livery while someone has not. Oh, all fans. Broadstar here. Jazz 10's in. Jazz 10's in. He's going to go for an early undercut. So that's a 2-stop. It is getting some overcast here. Ryan and Andre going side by side here. Oh, there's some contact. That's a safety car. That is a safety car if I've ever seen one. Surely that's a safety car. How is that not a safety car? Well, they both got damage as Pop Top Bongo's got a 3-second time penalty for corner carding. Oh, fans. Well, it's Ferrari v Mercedes, and it's Hans for Jazz 10, so I don't know. The two FST teammates have collided with each other. Both have this. Oh no, one's the opposite. One's left, one's right. Left is Andre, right is Ryan. Oh dear. All fans, but that helps Pop Top. Oh dear, Pop Top, you should have stayed out. Mods has got a 10-second penalty. Ox and Reedy are going swapping. Pop Top's got he's retired from the session. I'm not sure why. Oh dear, Ferrari. Yeah, that's yeah, I don't know about that one. Maybe the 3 seconds of skill was race, maybe, I don't know. I mean, he's guaranteed at least a point anyway, so could have just stayed in. You don't know what would happen. But back to the race here. 13 seconds is the gap between Broadstock and Cooper. So the top 9, I mean, they won't come out ahead of Cooper or Andre. So if they were to try and undercut someone in this pack here, I mean, the top 9 is separated by under 4 seconds. That's how close it all is, chat. Fast lap is with Campbell, a 9.9. Cooper's got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits. And we actually got to remember, Andre has stayed out. He saw his teammate box and wasn't going to risk losing time. Yeah, 14 seconds behind Broadster at the moment. He's not really catching. Monza is catching on those fresher tyres. Let's have a look at the stops. Monza, Jazz 10, Cooper, and Ryan have all stopped. So Monza's on fresh mediums, Jazz 10, Cooper on the hards, Ryan on the fresh mediums, and he's made another mistake at turn 4. The setup is not working full. Ryan, he will need a safety car. And let's just go back to the individuals here. A couple of drivers are pretty close to getting out of DRS range here. And the battle for the lead rages on. Apologies, I haven't been paying too much attention on that. At the moment, it's just kind of a DRS train, but watching some other battles down in the field. I like to watch other battles instead of the lead, see what's happening. But we'll stay on board with the top runners here. So if there is a safety car, the Alpines are going to be screwed a little bit. Same with the McLarens, they're pretty near each other, and the Willies as well. The Red Bull will be okay, the Haas will be okay, and Broadstub will be okay as well. 14.4. The gap is just growing. That wing damage is hurting Andre a little bit, and Monza is catching up here. So if people wanna pit soon, they're gonna have to be careful of Monza, Jazz 10. maybe pulling the undercut here as Andre still stays out with that damaged front wing. It's going to be 15 seconds, or over 15 seconds, nearly 16 come the end of the lap. End of the lap here, one would suggest. So, yeah. I think the pit lane is about 20 seconds, give or take. So that's actually the leader. It's 19.4, so Fat would nearly have a pit stop advantage over Andre. So he's got to think about a pit soon, because Monza is catching it within DRS. But we did see someone go side by side. It is Reedy and the Oxman. Oh, the Oxman's gone for a spin. He's done a Kimi Raikkonen. He has done a Kimi Raikkonen. Yellow flags, and the leader has stayed out. I can see now the Oxman coming into the pits. Reedy does have some DRS, but he's outside it currently. And he's just got it. He's just got it. And here comes Monza. He's going to go around the outside. Let's look from Justin. He's doing it on the outside as well, as Andre stays out. And well, there we go. There we go. ZK is now outside DRS. Bronstone's dropped back a little bit. Reedy's still within that DRS zone. Oh, time as well. But Batman, Fat Cat Batman here, he's got it. He must think about a pit stop soon. Let's have a look at the gaps to the leader. It's 9.5. Yeah, I think Fat Cat will lose out to Monza and Jazz 10 here. I think he will lose out. He's got a lot of battery though. And stays out. He stay actually, you know what, we'll keep it on the gaps to leader. Sammy and ZK are in. ZK gets a 10-second penalty, and the 10-second penalty curse strikes again. It's got 3 or 4 drivers. No, 3 drivers. Top Bongos was a corner cutting penalty, wasn't it? And yeah, there's Monza and Jazz10. Andre stays out with that damaged wing as well. He must not be feeling the effects of it too badly. And Paul Zika, he's missed out to Andre, but Sammy stays ahead, which is crucial. So can Sammy gain that time on the Fat Cat Batman here? It looks like the undercut is a pretty powerful tool here as ZK makes a move on Andre, which was to be expected. Andre gets a 3-second time penalty. Potential to get that removed. He stays out, and Jammy's in. Jammy is in. Oh, Mr. Thunder's in. He's got a 10-second penalty. Reedy Bronster Ox is in as well. Monza should be overtaking all of them, including Jazz 10 as well. I think they left it 1 lap too late here. Yep, there it is. Andre's got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits. And Sammy's ahead of Jamie as well. That is huge, and he's got some DRS to help him out as well. Did Sammy. And well, Fat Cat and Campbell are going to lose out a lot here. Wow. I mean, the tyres will be worse for wear, of course. I mean, Monza will have to pit again anyway, but Jazz 10, 7-lap old hards, he can go as long as he needs to. And maybe pit for another set of mediums or softs at the end here. I mean, they took the mediums, what, 16, 14, 15, 16 laps here. Jazz 10 came in for an early undercut here. And then, yeah, there we go. The front two are gone. Sammy's right there as well. Fat Cat's behind Jamie here. And Thunder is ahead of Fat Cat. He's lost out so much. And Campbell is still in the pits. He's come out in P10. Oh dear. Well, some strategies have all gone mixed up here, but I mean, let's see, Fat Cat and Campbell have the freshest tyres, but not much to those who are around that. I mean, Sammy is in a great position here. And Monza does not have DRS. Monza does not have DRS, does he? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So he'll be falling down by the wayside. Ooh, Mr. Thunder's gone through as well. There goes Fat Cat. Reedy's now stuck behind Monza. He's going for the move. Fat Cat's made the move onto Mr. Thunder. Reedy goes around the outside. There's some contact between Reedy and Monza, and there's a mistake. Campbell's made the move on the Broadster here. Not much tyre difference, a lap difference, on the, especially on the hards. It's not much. But Sammy here is in a great position. Reedy and Monza still going side by side. Can ZK take advantage of this? Some more contact. He cannot go down the inside. Yes, he can. Ooh. Oh my word. Big battle, but Reedy, I don't think he has DRS. No, he doesn't. Reedy does not have DRS. And there's the move for the lead. Jamie's actually sent it himself in. The two Alpines have sent it as well. It's just 10. He's just letting cars go by here. But it's now Sammy ahead of Jamie and Fat Cat Batman. Mr. Thunder, Jazz 10 in P5, Reedy P6. He's now back into that DRS. ZK Monza's got to pit again for new tyres to get rid of that penalty. Oxchiller in P9, Campbell Adams P10. Oh dear. Broadster P11, Cooper P12, Ryan P13, Andre P14, and our lone DNFer is Popped Up Bongo as Reedy gets ahead of Jazz 10. ZK's gone through as well. I think Jazz 10 is his teammate go through. Look, there it is. There's one Red Bull, there's the other. Two different Red Bulls are out on track here, ladies and gentlemen. So there are the tyres, and Monza's in Oxchiller fastest lap in P8, but 2 seconds behind Jazz 10. And Sammy's got a 3-second time penalty. And realistically, the Alpines can now just chill out. They can just chill out. They don't have to do anything, make any moves, because Sammy now has that 3-second time penalty. So there's the pens. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 drivers have got 10 plus. So they will maybe have to come in and serve that 10 seconds. Especially if there's like some sort of safety car. In the dying moments of this race. It'll be 16 laps to go at the conclusion of this one. So, yeah, a very, very interesting strategic race. One can call this. Well, Jamie's gone through. Mr. Thunder, the media will thought about it. Alpine's working together. I know they might be in a Discord call together with the team boss, perhaps. So they're probably just thinking. I think they should just relax. They don't need to make it. I mean, Reedy's there. Maybe they have to get a move on, perhaps. That's probably their nearest rival, really. Oh, yellow flag sector 2. It is Andre. He's got going again. Yeah, Campbell's made the move. Oxyla is still in P9. Not sure what's going on with him. Yeah, so next week, ladies and gentlemen, will be the Spanish Grand Prix for all tiers. All tiers are back racing together this weekend, actually. Starts with Tier 4, Tier 3 on Sunday, Tier 2 on Tuesday, Tier 1 next Wednesday. Will be at the Spanish Grand Prix. So tune in to those 4 tiers. A lot of drivers have short teams with the training period as well. You might think, oh, there's some drivers that weren't racing the last time you saw Tier 1. People like Sammy and the Oxman, they're now driving the Williams team. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not sure what other Tier 1 trades do, but there was trades across all 4 tiers. I'm sure whoever's commentating Tier 4, Tier 3 and Tier 2 come this weekend, they'll let you know who has made what move and where. As Jazz10's coming in, suppose he didn't go for another set of mediums. He went the hards, he went conservative. Cooper's coming in to serve that 10 seconds, which is, fair enough. And it's another setup, so a lot of people must have went the harder route here. I said one big mistake, and you could be in P9 here. I mean, P9 is still a good ball of points. I don't know what the points were. P9 gets you 10 points, so it's like double-digit points. As Jerry's made the move, Sammy is right there as well. So if I'm someone like Mr. Thunder, maybe a ZK, maybe Pitt, get rid of that 10 seconds. I think, yeah, 10 seconds. Get rid of it. You'll still come out in P9 as Oxygen and ZK swapping positions there. Because there's a gap of 21.5 seconds behind Broadstay here. Ryan is it? Oh dear. There's real. Okay. Mr. Thunder making some moves here. Oh, big power slide. I wonder if he's here in the core here. Maybe Pitt, get rid of that 10 seconds. Box for a set of mediums to go to the end. And maybe climb up the leaderboard, perhaps. You still get P9 because of the gap to Jazz10. I don't know. It might be worth the gamble. Gap to there, 23 seconds. I mean, he might actually be behind Jazz10. So, the tyre for Jazz is 1 lap, so I don't know. You don't want to leave it too late though, because you've got all that clear air between Jazz and Broadster there. I don't know, it's probably just something to think about for the likes of ZK and Mr. Thunder. Sammy's got 3 seconds, so that'll drop him way down to actually P9. So yeah, it's just something to think about. I wonder if Mr. Thunder is starting to struggle a little bit here. Jamie's getting pushing ever so much here, nearly dropping back at Batman in from DRS. He's actually over a second now. Cooper's got a 3-second time penalty. Ox and Mr. Thunder still going on like last night's pizza, and Fat Cat's still within the DRS. Jamie right now is trying to push. I'm pretty sure you can get fastest lap points still, but I believe you've got to be in the top 10. I mean, the points get into 15. I mean, surely it's a top 15 that gets point, like the fast lap point as well, but I digress. Yeah, look, Jazz 10 is catching up to a Broadster here. So I think the window for ZK and Mr. Thunder to pit, get rid of that 10 seconds, and maybe chase after for this pack again is pretty much done and dusted here. But Jazz 10 might close in that gap so much they'll be within the 10 seconds of Mr. Thunder and ZK. We'll be at the tyre graphics one more time. Everyone is on the hards. The freshest or the lowest tyres is Ryan, but he's just pitted. Cooper with 3, Jazz 10 with 3. I think Jazz 10's the one here for the Bulls. He's the one for the Bulls. Can he close up to that top 9 pack there? I mean, he's like 7, 8, 9 lap fresher tyres here. So Boardster and ZK got still going side by side here. They're going to lose a chunk load of time as well. So, yeah, poor old Mercedes down in 13th and 14th. I'm pretty sure that they're going to get a combined of 5 points. And I'm pretty sure they're like 13 points behind Sauber's. The Sauber team. So there's the pen situation. Thunder, ZK, Andre and Ryan have got 10 seconds. They can serve in the pits. Sammy's got 3. Andre and Ryan will have an extra 3 seconds next to that. And Cooper has 6 seconds as well. So at least 4 of the cars can get rid of 10 seconds next to their name. But realistically, they're probably going to wait for a safety car to come on out here. And if there is a safety car, I think the Haas's and the Red Bulls will be okay. Because they got to drive to a Delta, so yeah, I think that will be okay. 16 seconds is the gap between Broadster and Jazz 10 here. 9 to go. 9 laps, 15.5 seconds. That's what, maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds a lap quicker he's got to be than the guys up ahead. And there's 2 DRS zones. I mean, he's got to find all the time in the middle sector here. If he's got the higher wings, he will close down, but he'll lose it all on the straights again. So there's got to be some form of safety car to come out and maybe help out Jazz 10 here as well. So the next race, chat, for Tier 1 is the Spanish Grand Prix next week. Spain, heavy downforce circuit, of course. There's usually carnage at turn 1. There's carnage right there between CK and Mr. Thunder there. 14.8, yeah, he's virtually found a second. on that lap, so he's not gaining enough to maybe even closing that 10 seconds on Mr. Thunder and ZK. The gaps to leader, there it is. He's got to find at least another 5 seconds to even come close to ZK, let alone Mr. Thunder. But Sammy here is nearly, he's nearly dropping Broadster and Z. We'll finish it with Mr. Thunder and ZK, but Broadster's the one for Sammy here. He will need to finish, he might want to finish P6 here. So he's got to find. Yeah, he actually has done it. Oxchillo now has a 3-second time penalty. So Sammy's actually dropped Broadster outside that 3-second window. So 1.2, 4.4, yeah, he's going by 2 tenths. So P5 is now on the cards for Sammy. And for Reedy's struggles in qualifying, P4, he'll finish on the podium if the race ends right now. That's a fair achievement for Reedy here. A podium finish here. He's got Campbell right behind him, and there goes Campbell actually. It is for position, and I think Reedy's just let him go there. He must think he's the best chance at catching the Alpines here. Six to go. There is still time for a safety car to come on out here, chat. And Jazz10 is not gaining as much from ZK anymore. Gap is under. He needs another 4 seconds just to get into that 10-second mark. Yeah, there it is. And Jazz10 needs to find another second on top of that to get Mr. Thunder. So, yeah. Oh, there goes Campbell down the inside. Reedy and Oxchillo going side by side here. It's a McLaren v Williams civil war currently. And Reedy does get DRS, barely. So Campbell is now up here in P3. He's outside the DRS of Fat Cat, so Campbell, he's absolutely got to fly now. Same age ties as Fat Cat and Jamie, realistically. So it's all going to come down to the pace that Campbell that needs. This could come to the very end here, chat. It's an Alpine 1-2, McLaren P3, a Williams P4, but he'll drop down. Be an Alpine 1-2, McLaren 3-4 if the race were to end right now. Look, there's a change for lead, but they're just DRSing each other, really trying to pull away from Campbell. He's got no battery, so it looks like P3 might be the max Campbell needs, unless there's some sort of kerfuffle with the Alpines. But as I said earlier, if I know the Alpines, they are in the Discord call. And look, the gap is 2 seconds, so yeah. I think P3 is the max Campbell will get here. Positional changes. The best is Sammy up 4, Jazz10's up 4, Fat Cat up 2, Ryan up 2, Monza up 1. Biggest loser is Pop Top down 4. Andre, Ox, and Campbell's down 2 with Mr. Thunder, ZK, and Cooper down 1. Brodster, Reedy, and Jamie have stayed where they started, so yeah. Tyres, how are we looking? Okay, so Judson is slowly but surely catching up to ZK. He's got to find 1.5 seconds now in these final 3 laps. Safety car, I think this is the final lap for the safety car to come right out here. It'll be a 1-lap safety car as Campbell goes wide. That's probably a warning. So, yeah. Jazz 10 looks like he'll finish in P10. There is the pen situation for those who are wondering where people will drop. At this point in time, Sammy's only going to lose 1 position down to Reedy P5. And ZK is... Oh, okay, Jazz 10 and ZK, they might be swapping positions or moving up Jazz 10 1 position. And Mr. Thunder's not too far behind. He's not too far behind. He's got no DRS. That's probably the reason why. So ZK's got to get ahead. ZK definitely has to get ahead here. Brodster's just been stuck behind these two for the entirety of this race here, pretty much. Especially after the pit stops. But ZK's he's got to make a move now. If he wants, this is for position, so he's got to make the move now. He's got to go around the outside. Oh, I thought there's no contact somehow. They're battling so hard here. I think ZK's helping out his teammate here at least. Then he could gain an extra position here. Some better contact there. But nothing doing here. And yeah, look, Mr. Thunder and ZK are in that 10-second window of Jazz 10. So Jazz 10 will move up an extra spot here. But ZK might want to finish ahead of Mr. Thunder here. And Royce, oh, there's some yellow flags. Oh, it's the Mercedes of Ryan. And let me tell you, chat, it's been a disaster for Mercedes today. Absolute disaster. There was an incident involving Ryan and Andre. Cooper, we caught on stream having a moment at this corner right here. He just spun it on himself. And we're actually on the final lap, so apologies there, chat. We're focusing on that battle as ZK does get ahead. It's going to be an Alpine 1-2. Monza gets a 3-second time penalty, but that's not going to hinder him. It's going to be a Fat Cat P1, Jeremy P2. He will extend the championship lead over Jono. It's an Alpine 1-2 dominating this race here. It's Campbell P3, Reedy P4, Sammy P5, Ox P6, and it'll be ZK, Brodster P7, ZK P8, Thunder P9, Jazz 10 should finish P8, and does. So, good haul of points for the Red Bull team there. Haas will finish P10, P11. Andre, the lone Ferrari, after the early retirement of Pop Top Bongo, will finish in P12, and Ryan and Cooper will finish 13th and 14th. Bad day at the office for the Mercedes team. I mean, they've closed in on the Saubers, but they should have been up there. Ryan was fighting Andre earlier on here for some decent points, but they both kind of took each other out. So, yeah. Probably one for the stewards. Trying to get the top 3 in to have a quick chat. We didn't get the race results, unfortunately, so but I'm pretty sure you saw all the gaps anyway. I had the gaps to let it out anyway. But yeah, it was a good race. What a race to come back to, chat. What a race to come back to. We'll give it a few minutes if they want to come in and have a chat. Otherwise, one's in. As I said, we'll wait till they come in. And they're actually all in. So we'll kick off with the P3 man, Campbell Adams. Well, he got pole, but the undercut was just too powerful here. But P3 in the end, tell us about that race from your perspective.
I'm glad I don't play this game anymore.
And Spain next week. What are your thoughts on that track heading over there?
I don't know. It'll be interesting, I guess. But it won't be a great race. That's my guess.
Well, GG's on the World as FP3. Hopefully, we'll see you back on the podium next week. We'll go to Meowsy. P2 in the end, another Alpine 1-2. Tell us about that race from your perspective.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of just chilling in the train. I did the wrong setup choice, so I was going to be a boat the entire race. So I was just making sure to keep my tires nice and cool and not burning them out too quickly. Just being clean and consistent in the top 3. Campbell obviously had clutch problems, so he was kind of cooked from the start, really. So yeah, I was just kind of maintaining the lead for a bit, and then when Fat Cat got close so he can break Campbell, I just had less pace because that's that decision. He deserved to win more than I did anyway, so yeah, there's nothing really else apart from that.
And Spain next week, what are your thoughts heading over there?
Whoever gets pole will win the race. You can't really overtake around there, so it's kind of just follow the leader in a way. So if there's a late safety car, then maybe it could be interesting, or even rain.
Yeah, rain at Spain, that could be very interesting. But GG's on the World Reserve P2. You extend the championship a little bit over Jono in from P2. Yeah, hopefully see you back on the podium next week at Spain. We go to the race winner, Fat Cat Batman. What a race. Another Alpine domination. It's a shame I'm not there anymore. But yeah, P1 in the end. You close on Jono, maybe even overtaking him, I'm not sure. But he closes in on your teammate. Tell us about that race from your perspective.
Yeah, it went well. There was a few things that could be improved, but it was pretty good.
Short and sweet. Spain next week. What are your thoughts on that race next week?
Interesting, I guess.
Short and sweet answers. That's what we like to hear. But GG's on the World Reserve race win. Hopefully we'll see you back next week on the podium at Spain. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for this week for Tier 1. All tiers are back racing together starting this weekend. T4, T3 is on Sunday, T2 on Tuesday, Tier 1 next Wednesday, all at the Spanish Grand Prix. And until then, take it easy.